All right, what is up, guys? We have a trade recap. It was a break-even trade, so we'll get into the day here. Um, it was a decent day, right? Sometimes days like these, they sting a little bit more than honestly like a losing day. Just break, like I'll show you why. Basically, we had Asia lows here. That was kind of my objective. We came down. Yes, already took it pre-market, but NQ came down and took it at like I forget, maybe 10. But yeah, it was around 10, right? You can see here. We had 10 a.m. news today that I didn't need to wait for it, but I ended up waiting for it just because that's just how it went. But so pretty much we sold off. I couldn't catch anything to the Asia lows here. It just didn't give an entry. It just sold off heavily without giving any rebalance to a 5 minute. You can see we just dumped here. But nonetheless, I was able to find a trade to take, and it was a good trade. It was a beautiful trade, something I take every single time. I don't know what's going on here, but um, huh. I have. All right, I think I'm paying for something. I thought I thought I had like the non-delayed, bro. I was paying for something, but now it's gone. But whatever. Basically, we swept Asia lows. I saw we had this unfilled 5 minutes, so I was looking to see if we can catch the trade to target this, but we didn't really get anything, as you can see. Right, it just ran up. Like if there's an inverse here, obviously I would take a long. It would be great. Would have been a great trade, but we ended up pushing into the 5 minute, and once we tapped it, I'm like, okay, so if this 5 minute inverses, that is a long opportunity. Why? I've gone over this many times. All right, I love taking these types of trades. This is beautiful. All right, so we have this unfilled 5 minute. I went long here. My stop loss is beneath the body low, and I was simply targeting. Hold on, I need to find the right color for this dang thing. Just bear with me here. Just trying to find the right color. I saw that we had equilibrium of this entire price range here, and that was my take profit for a 1-to-1 risk reward. I was going for exactly a 1-to-1, so I'll just put it to where exactly it was. Yeah, right there. That was take profit, right? You could see I'm simply just targeting the. I'm expecting this price range to get rebalanced to after sweeping out Asia lows. That's the mech model. All right, if you guys watch my backtesting sessions on live or whatever, you'll see this is exactly how I trade. So, yeah, this is the trade we took. I'll get into how it was a break even here. This is the entry. So basically, we had these equal highs. I knew that this was gonna get. I knew we were gonna hit the equal highs. I didn't know. Obviously, I don't know anything. No one knows anything. But I was just very confident that these equal highs were gonna get taken because it was aligned. Bro, no, whatever. It was aligned. So in this case, there's no 3 minute fair value gap, but this is a 2 minute. It's not letting me use the 2 minute because my plan is all fucked up. But this was an unfilled 2 minute fair value gap, so I had my break even set there. I think that's decent. I think it's fine to have break even. Now is like 25 points in profit, which is a fine place to go break even. I think it's fine. This is what I would have done in my back testing. It's just what I do. And then as you can see, it comes down. I think that I could have been smarter because we had a 2 minute fair value gap. There's also obviously a 1 minute that we rebalanced to. And I kind of had a feeling that we were going to rebalance this range because I know we had equilibrium here that we filled. So I kind of, honestly, I probably could have avoided it going very even. But for the future, I think that, I did fine. I think I did fine. I think I'm managing the trade the way I'm supposed to, going break even at the first internal high. But the only rules that I have is that, yes, I do go break even when it at internal highs, but I can't go break even if it's like way too close to my entry. Like if I'm going break even, like for example, if I were to go break even, so I entered here. If I want to break even somewhere around like here, right? This is just not smart whatsoever. There's no need. There's no reason. Even if there was an internal high, like right around here, it's still way too close to my entry point to me to want to go break even. I probably wouldn't have entered the trade then if it was like that. But regardless, like this is a great trade. It whipped me out, and then you can see trade candles to the upside. And if I was, if I knew it was going to happen, I would have just done this, right? I mean, obviously. but like, that's the reality of trading. I could easily just try to clickbait you guys into saying that this was the trade I took, right? But I'm not. That's not what I'm here to do. So, I'm pretty content with this day. It did really sting for me. I'm not sure exactly why. It stung more than a loss because I knew like the equilibrium of this price range was the draw. Okay, I didn't know. Keep saying that, but I was very confident. Okay, and I also knew that after we had this 2-minute unfilled, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go break even. But I know I do really think that we could just come down and manipulate this lows, but I'm hoping it just runs and it does exactly what I knew it was gonna do, and then it just continues higher. Now, the only thing that fucked me up, and I probably would have re-entered this trade off of the 2-minute getting tapped. The reason I couldn't is because of my daily trade limit, and I have 2 trades. That's my trade limit or whatever, and it locks me out. The reason the first trade got triggered is because pre-market, right? I was doing my pre-market analysis, and I was on my whatever laptop, and it just like I accidentally double-clicked, and then clicked again to try to get off of that whatever, and it did market buy too. Bro, if you guys trade on Top Step with a Mac or with just like a laptop, you would understand. Like you double tap and then it gives you the option of market buy, and I actually clicked market buy 2 and I closed it immediately, which counted obviously as a trade, which put me down, right? Whatever, $27 because of the accidental trade. So obviously it's not a red day, right? It would be stupid for me to say like, oh, but it's red P&L, it's a red day. Fuck, like that's just the stupidest thing I could even do. This isn't me. This is it was at, I don't even know. So if it says a time, it's 6:27 a.m. It wasn't 6:27. I think it was 8:27 a.m. or 9:27 a.m. Something like that. But it obviously wasn't a trade. There was no trade. I was just, like I said, I accidentally clicked the market buy, and it fucking filled me, which sucks. But yeah, it's not a red day. Like it's just not a red day. I can't even consider this a red day at all. It's just a break even day. And if anything, actually, I wanted to put my stop loss a little bit in profit, but I knew I just wanted to do that to make back the $20 I lost. But like, I'm pretty content with the day. It's normal, just like a normal break-even day. This, for some reason, is just getting on my... I don't like seeing red. I know no one does, right? I don't like seeing red at the top box here. I don't know why. I just don't really like it. It really pisses me off. But it's break-even, right? There's nothing to really... It's not a red day, like I said a million times. So, yeah, break-even day for me. Great day. Followed my rules very nicely. A Mac model to the equilibrium of the range after inverting the 5-minute with no other reason to need to manipulate lower again because we are not inside of any other significant PD array. So what I would have done if I was still in the trade, I would have seen that we created this unfilled 15-minute, which again is a great draw on liquidity. But so basically, if I didn't put my stops at break even, it would have sold off. And then at this point, this 15-minute would have already been created, and I would have taken my profit at the 15-minute, or I would have at least just taken most of my profit, just because that's my rules. Like if we have an unfilled fair value gap, that's what I'm going to target. But if we don't, I'm going to target equilibrium, right? Because I'm after taking out a significant low or significant high, I'm expecting a rebalance to either equilibrium of the range or an unfilled 5-minute or 15-minute fair value gap. The highest quality trades that I've seen and experienced just through backtesting, whatever, is this. This is usually the highest quality setups. Is when, first of all, a 5-minute inverse is obviously more powerful than a 1-minute inverse, which makes it more powerful. So usually the highest quality trades is when we obviously need to sweep, let's in this case, a significant low, so H of lows. We're sweeping a significant low. And then the highest quality would be, a 5-minute inverse, and then we target an unfilled 15-minute, or it could be 5-minute, but the highest quality is if we have a 5-minute inverse targeting an unfilled 5-minute. That is usually the highest quality, but it's all pretty much the same. It's the same with like a 1-minute inverse and then targeting an unfilled 5-minute. It's pretty much the same. But that's the MEC model, right? I trade the MEC model, and I wanted to obviously try to catch something to London highs or previous day highs, but we never got a rebalance to an unfilled 5-minute, and I would not have been able to take the trade on the eval anyway because it was locked. But other than that, I'm talking pretty fast, but I hope you guys were able to understand what I was saying. Coming back tomorrow, right? We're 1-0 so far this week. We're doing good. We're going to continue to build good habits. I have to put you guys. Oh my god, I do this every single video. I was about to talk about the sauna method. Jeez, I already do this, bro. But anyways, I just got this new journal. I'm super stoked about it. I also got a new book. It's called The Power of Now. It's so far really good. I can't tell you to read it because I don't. Obviously, it has good whatever. It's like a award-winning book that looks honestly right now is looking very good. But this journal, what I've been doing is I write. So what I like to do, and I haven't heard anyone speak about this, but I write my prayers in the book. Okay, I'm writing my prayers to God in the book. I also obviously do it when I'm praying in general, but I'm writing the prayers, what I'm asking for, and then as a way of manifestation, I write affirmations, and all the affirmations are talking about the things I'm asking God for, and it's like, for example, I'm asking God that I'm saying, allow me to feel all the love that you have to offer, and fill my heart with it. Now, my affirmations, I'm writing, I absorb all the love God has to offer, and I fill myself with fulfillment. That's one of my affirmations that I write. Another one is like, allow positivity in my life. All right, I'm a positive and happy person. That's an affirmation. So everything that you're praying for, everything that you're asking God for, I want you to try and just do this. I'm starting it as well, but try to also write affirmations as a form of manifesting. Write affirmations and make those affirmations what you're praying for. I think it's just an extra way to add on to, just the significance of prayer. And yeah, this is kind of God. I feel like God is almost telling me to do this. It feels like God is having me write these affirmations because it's just a way for me to actually see this progress. Because every single thing that you do, everything that in your life happens for a reason. So like, I just do think that me even writing these affirmations is happening for a reason. There's some significance to it. But yeah, I really like doing this. And then every single morning, I also write affirmations. Helps me get in the right mindset before I trade. So this morning, for example, I wrote, I only take the setup if I'm actually confident in it. I write, I'm very close to God. I write, I'm happy. I am disciplined and patient. I have a rich mentality, and I never let my previous day affect me. I just write a bunch of affirmations in the morning. I just started doing this to hopefully just help my psychology and just help me get in the right mindset before trading. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share today besides the trade recap. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I know I don't post if I have no trading day, but we might start switching that up. I'm going to be, again, leaving Israel on Monday. So Monday, I don't know if I'll be able to trade on Monday, and I don't even know if I'm able to trade on Tuesday. I will have to find a way to trade on Tuesday because I'm going to be just getting to Israel because I have a flight Monday night and then I get there. It's like a 9-hour flight, and then I get to Israel around afternoon Israel time. Anyways, yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.